The ATF's proposed Rule 2021-R-08, also known as Factoring Criteria for Firearms with Attached Stabilizing Braces, seeks to redefine the definition of rifle, so that firearms with stabilizing braces attached may now be considered to be short-barreled rifles, also known as SBRs, instead of pistols. The proposed rule, if adopted, would amend the regulatory definition of a rifle in both the GCA and the NFA to add a sentence to the end of the definition, which reads in part, any weapon with a rifled barrel and equipped with an attached stabilizing brace that has objective design features and characteristics that indicate that the firearm is designed to be fired from the shoulder. The proposed rule also outlines criteria the ATF will consider when evaluating if a firearm with a stabilizing brace is to be considered a rifle or an SBR. So how will the ATF actually determine if a firearm with a stabilizing brace is designed to be fired from the shoulder? Well, they put together a worksheet with an arbitrary point system, as if your Second Amendment right is an elementary school child receiving a report card. First and foremost, any firearm that weighs at least 64 ounces and has an overall length between 12 and 26 inches is subject to grading by the ATF. Any firearm that weighs less than 64 ounces or is more than 26 inches is considered not to be suitable for use with a stabilizing brace. Under this point system, if a firearm gets more than 4 points in either of the two sections of the worksheet, then the firearm is automatically considered to be an SBR. 1 point is awarded if there is a minor indicator, which means the weapon could be fired from the shoulder, and a maximum of 4 points can be awarded if there is a decisive indicator, which means the weapon is designed and intended to be fired from the shoulder. This criteria report card includes arbitrary and vague factors in Section 2, such as whether the brace incorporates shoulder stock design features. In classic ATF fashion, this is a completely arbitrary phrase with no real legal meaning whatsoever. Section 3 deals with the length of pull as designed in the rule. And yes, I know, a pistol cannot have a length of pull, but hey, it's the ATF. I mean the ATF, right? A pistol with a 10.5 length of pull will automatically receive a 1 point penalty purely for existing. That penalty then increases as the length of pull goes up, so that 11.5 gets 2 points, 12.5 gets 3 points, and length of pulls measuring 13.5 and above get 4 points. This proposed rule and worksheet do not seek to clarify the law surrounding this issue of braces, like the ATF is stating. Instead, this is lawmaking being done by the part of the ATF. Simply put, this proposed rule and worksheet are designed in a way so that your favorite pistols can now be considered to be SBRs by the ATF. Given the popularity of braced pistols, this rule would turn thousands of law-abiding gun owners into felons simply overnight. As was the case with the ATF's proposed rule redefining a firearm frame or receiver, this proposed rule will eventually be open to public comments, but is currently not, as it has not yet been published in the Federal Register. So, for the latest information, please visit SaveTheBraces.com, where you will be able to take action as soon as the ATF opens up comments. We need every Second Amendment loving patriot to make their voices heard on this issue. Also, while you're at it, please head on over to stopatf.org and submit a comment on the ATF's proposed rule on frames and receivers. And also, visit fightchipman.com, where you can demand your senator vote no on gun control advocate David the Waco Kid Chipman to lead the ATF. Once again, this is Attorney Anthony Miranda with the Firearms Policy Coalition. I'll see you guys next time.